Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Voice of British Orthodoxy. I am, of course, Riddle Lazar. Today we have three saints in the book and two saints in the group chat. No, wait. There's like three. There's like two or three extra, I think. Okay, there we go. Wait. So in the group chat, there's one, two, three, four, five. Okay, so there's two extra entries in the group chat. Right. So our first entry is for Saint Arnulf, and he is from either the 8th or 9th century. There is no. This is his book entry, by the way. There is no reliable historical information on the life of Saint Arnulf, and his existence may be entirely apocryphal. One legend states that he was a hermit near Saint Neots, Cambridgeshire, England. Another possibility is that the existence of Saint Arnulf is nothing more than a legend which grew up around a French tradition that the relics of Saint Arnulf of Metz, 18th of July, were translated to England. His group chat entry simply says Saint Arnulf of Ainsbury, saintly hermit whose relics were venerated in Arnulfsbury or Ainsbury in Cambridgeshire, England, 9th century. The place of his sepulchre burial is said to have been the centre of many miracles before the devastation of the district by the Danes. He is generally supposed to have been of British origin and to have led a solitary and very austere life on the borders of Huntingdonshire and Bedfordshire. Our next entry is Ethel Giffer, and she is from the 8th century. Saint Ethel Griffer was an abbess of a convent in Northumbria, England, who reposed circa AD 720. Nothing further is known about her life. And in the group chat, it just simply says Saint Ethel Griffer, abbess of a convent in Northumbria, c. 720. And our final entry in the book, anyway, before we get to the thingy-only entries, is Saint Sigfrid, who is from the 7th century. A disciple of Saint Benedict Biscop, who we will commemorate on the 12th of January at Wearmouth Abbey. Saint Siegfried succeeded Saint Jostavine, I've probably butchered that pronunciation, who we commemorated back on the 7th of March as Abbot of Wearmouth. Saint Siegfried reposed in AD 688, and in time his relics were enshrined with those of Saints Benedict Biscop and Jostavine in the Abbey Church. The group chat entry is Saint Siegfried, Abbot of Wearmouth, c. 688, a monk and disciple of Saint Benedict Biscop. He became a abbot of Wearmouth in England in 686. He was an example of monastic virtue. Our first of the two entries that's only in the group chat are Saint Andrew of Tuscany, c. 880. Born in Ireland, he went to Rome as a pilgrim and settled in Fiesole in Italy and restored the monastery of San Martino in Mensula. And our final entry for today is Saint Gunifort, a martyr associated with Pavia, Italy. He is believed to have lived in the early 4th century, with his death occurring around 303 AD in Bavaria during the persecutions under Emperor Maximian. He was the brother of Saint Gwynebaldus and travelled with his brother and two unarmed sisters, unnamed, forgive me, on a pilgrimage from the British Isles. The sisters were killed for their faith by pagan Teutons in Germany, after which the brothers fled to Como, Italy, where Gwynebaldus was martyred. Gwynford continued his missionary effort to Pavia, where he was ultimately martyred. Do forgive me for not actually doing any special yesterday. I was caught up with some stuff, and so I'd never had time. I do have one last thing that I do want to promote. I just need a quick moment to go and grab it from Twitter. Thank you all for your patience. Right, so with the blessing of His Grace Bishop of London, Great Britain and Ireland. So with His Grace Bishop of London and of the Diocese of Great Britain and Ireland, Master Nectarius, we have the honour of hosting the wonder-working Curse Root Lodge icon of the Most Holy Theotokos. For anybody that might not know, this is a very famous icon. In fact, one of the bigger Orthodox Discord servers used to be dedicated to this icon. The Curse Root Lodge server. Anyway, the icon will be coming to St. Lazar's. So, Sunday the 30th of November, we have the solemn reception of the icon at 6 PM. And then Monday 1st of December, we have the Divine Liturgy at 8:30 AM. I'm not sure if I'm not sure if this is just when we're actually starting the liturgy proper, or when this is when we're starting the hours. My assumption is that this is, from how normally things work at St. Lazar's, this would be when the liturgy proper would be done, so I assume if the hours are going to be read that morning, that would be read at 8. Again, I'm not entirely certain. The church is the Serbian Orthodox Church of the Holy Prince Lazar of Birmingham. But, if you want, you can literally just write in St. Lazar's, Birmingham. And it's like the first thing that comes up. And then you go to maps. And there you go. Very easy to find, and then you can set that from wherever you may be. If you are able to make it, I do hope you do come. It is... venerating these rare icons is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Matter of fact, maybe in one of the first specials after, depending on what photos I can get, I might do a comparison to last year. Or I might even just talk about how great it is to venerate thingy, even though that's less to do with the channel. But hey, if that's something you might be interested in, leave a comment down below, and I might at the very least do a Substack on it. Anyway, I've been Rita Laza. I hope you all have a very wonderful day. I hope you all go to Divine Liturgy this weekend. God bless you all, and Amen.